Alright, we're just waiting for the map to load and all that. I gotta test to see if these new settings for 7 days works. We've been having some crashing issues with it. They did just do an update as well. I'm hoping that has resolved a few of the issues. Coupled with some of the setting changes I made to Steam itself, apparently. Some people are saying that the issues that I've been having are Steam related, which is odd, but I guess. We'll see if those work. I played a little bit on my own to see if I couldn't get these working, and I was able to play for quite a while and no crashing issues or anything like that, so I'm hoping that these settings will work. But we're gonna stream it a bit to see if, because it's not crashing when I'm not streaming, if the stream itself is the problem. We gotta rule out all factors. If everything goes well, we'll play for a while. If it doesn't go well, then we'll end and go play some Once Human or something. Game any better now? Well, my good friend is Super Mr. Fish. The game has always been good in my opinion, so better? No. The game, I don't know if I like 1.0 as much as I liked the previous Alpha 21. Although they did do a ton of performance upgrades, they did do a ton of graphical upgrades, they improved the pathing of the zombies even further, they have better loot and character models, they have better traps. The game's seen a significant overhaul for the better. The way the leveling and skill points and things like that, I think, still need a little bit of tweaking because I'm not fond of them. Plus, they took away the clothing options in. So now, if you want clothing, I guess you're going to have to purchase cosmetics and junk like that, which I'm not fond of. So, like, is the game better? No. Does it run better? Yes. So, I don't know. 7 out of 10? You'll get some good hours of gameplay out of it. Don't purchase any cosmetics. If you purchase the game, you're good. Play it. Enjoy. Some of the mods are fantastic, though, like the Darkness Falls mod and the Fallout mod that I've been playing is really good for this game. I really like the Fallout mod. Alright, let's flop this over to live and we will continue our gameplay. See, I got the game originally like 8 years ago for free. And I didn't play it for years until it was like in Alpha 13. And then I ended up playing that for a while and came back every time they did an update. And every single time they did like a major alpha update, the game got better and better. Unfortunately, like Alpha 21 was the best patch they ever did to this game. And then from Alpha 21, they went into 1.0, and 1.0 was a downgrade, in my opinion. The mechanics they added aren't great, and the fact that they're now going to charge people for cosmetics instead of just letting you loot clothing around the world, I don't like. But the overall gameplay is solid. It always has been. My favorite survival game by far. Like, I really liked Ark, but Ark's gone downhill too. Like, a lot. Like that Arc Ascended, you need like a NASA computer to run that game smoothly on the highest settings. And then you still have glitching and server lag and all kinds of issues with it. I was trying to do a playthrough of Ark and ended up taming a 150 T-Rex that I was then going to mate so that way I could fight the boss, and the thing fell through the map and drowned in the water that surrounds the entire map. So that was fun. And then I had the same thing happen to a high-level Argentavis I had, and I was out. I'm done. I'm done with your game. But yeah, today we're just running a test again. It's gonna be, I don't know. We'll see if we can make it a full game day here, if not longer. But if the game doesn't go well, we'll hop into some Once Human and play that, because they did just have a nice big update where everybody's out there doing them nightmare challenges. Also, I don't know, Fish, if you're still here, but they had, what was that? Throne and Liberty coming out. That's a free-to-play MMO that a couple people are talking about. I don't know. Don't know if you're interested in that or looked anything up about it. I think I'm going to try that one, and then the other free-to-play game that's coming out is that Path of Exile 2. The first one was pretty good. It's kind of like Diablo, only without, you know, Blizzard's association to it, which is great. Yeah, I played it. Which one? Path of Exile or that Throne and Liberty that I was talking about? I didn't have an opportunity to try the beta for Throne and Liberty. I didn't even hear about the game till recently, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But their advertisement must not be very good, because I probably would have never known it existed. At any rate, right now, I'm just sort of going back to my previous base, grabbing up some loot, and then we're taking it over to the new base, and then we're going to start doing some building. Right now, we're doing random horde nights, so tonight, even though it's day 7, there won't be any horde, but there's no telling when a horde's going to pop up, so we might have one tomorrow game day, or on the 8th, or the 9th, or the 10th. Who knows? Like, whenever we first started doing this random hordes playthrough, we had 3 hordes back to back to back to back. Like, it was bad. And those hordes are brutal whenever you don't have any equipment. Sitting there trying to take out the horde with a pea shooter, man. It's not good. I'm hoping that we get a horde soon. It'd be nice to get some more horde nights in. Oh, what is this place? That's a new one. A hideaway. I wonder if that's the one with the water at the bottom of the well that... Just a bunch of zombies. The shed you go into and it collapses. Either way, we're almost back to this base, and then we'll, like I said, we'll grab up that loot. We'll head on back, and we'll start building a base overnight. Ugh, it's gonna be rough. This is gonna be a rough horde night. I think if all goes according to plan, we should have a decent time with this. But I would really like to get one of those DPs before this next horde. One of them auto sledges. Be a shame if we had to craft one. Hopefully we can just find one out in the world. Oh, one of those rest stops. That's one thing I never understood about rest stops. Why have a bunch of benches? Places to sit. You know, people have standing desks. Why can't we have picnic tables to stand at? You know, get going down the road in your car, been driving for 16 hours. Last thing you want to do is stand. Or last thing you want to do is sit. So get you, wow, that's a lot of, that's a horde. Get you one of them standing picnic tables and have yourself a sandwich real quick. I think it'd be a good idea. The problem is they'd probably end up being more expensive for some reason. Picnic tables are nice and cheap. I'm sure you can make one tall enough for people to stand at for cheap, but then you'd have to have a separate one for the children's, and I guess maybe that's a bad idea. Because then if you try to make one that's adjustable, then you have to sit there and use all these mechanical parts, and then there's installation, and then there's people complaining about the price, and I guess it wouldn't work. Whatever. I'm trying to help here. It's not working though. Get off the bike. Get off the bike. Get into the shelter. Alright, what do you got for me? Stuff. Forged iron. Leave the garden for last. We'll take the food stuff. We'll take the med stuff. We'll take the mod stuff. We took all the stuff. Car stuff. Ammo building parts. We definitely want the gunpowder. Oh, we have one more spot available. Let's take the nitrate. Let's go put some stuff in the bike. We can save ourselves some space if we scrap that. We can save ourselves some space if we eat these. We can get glass other places. Those are used for making, the glass is used for making scopes, I think. I think we're good. Let's go get some more supplies. Don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need. I think that is everything. We won't be making any more trips back here. We got all of the loot. Now we just have to get back to our base. And we'll begin the process of building the Horde Knight base. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Which one are we heading to? Is it the one with the... Is it the bed one? Yeah, it's the one with the bed. Okay. Let's see. Missions. No skill points. Missions. Fetch, clear. Get rid of that one. Quest failed! No! That means nothing in this game, so I'm right with it. You just don't get the rewards from it. In the morning, we'll go and grab up a new mission and work on those. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Once we get to the part where we can open trade routes, we'll go and do that. Because they should send us to Bob's, which would be nice if we could get a mini bike. I think once we complete this round of missions, they will actually give us a mini bike. And then that may not be the case, but they've started giving us bicycles. It'd be nice if they gave us a mini bike. Maybe a motorcycle after that. If not, hopefully by then we have the means to build a mini bike or a motorcycle. But I haven't been out gathering books like I usually do because we've been moving our base repeatedly. But I don't like to go back on the plan for the horde for the playthrough. Challenging ourselves by being in the burnt region and making a open concept base, and we're doing things a little bit differently for this playthrough, like random hordes and random horde knights and random gen maps. So this is a random playthrough, and we grabbed a random place and now we're gonna make a random base out of it. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Neebs Gaming's playthrough of this. I'm curious to see what they think about the new game that Fun Pimps is coming out with, which makes me really sad, actually. It's not the style of game that I want to play. And so, like, I feel like having their focus split between that and this means that this game is going to go under. And maybe they'll have another survival game they come out with, but I'm not... I don't know. It's just sad to see it all come to an end. They're supposed to be adding a story mode, like I said previously, that I'd be happy to come back and play through. Do an actual recording of and see how it goes. But I think after that story mode, it's going to be the last time I play 7 Days. And that's really sad. But we've got a ton of content coming up before that, so... Right now, my channel's been moving further and further towards MMOs. Because, like... the first Descendant stuff was fun. But their monetization is so heavy-handed that I don't want any part of it, so I'm out. Once Human's been fantastic, and their monetization method is great. So, like, I really want that game to do well, but the servers have had so many issues that if they don't fix the Prime Wars, I guarantee that game goes under. It's not going to last a year if the servers stay the way they are. It's just not. The next... Like I said, that Throne and Liberty, my buddy Soul wants me to go play with him. I am excited to go play the game with him and learn about the game and figure it out. Is it something I'm going to stick long term with? I don't know. I don't know how their monetization method's going to be, and I don't know how their servers are going to run, and how their PvP situation is going to work, because I don't like being forced into a PvP situation. If you give me the option to do PvP and I can get a group that works well together and not just a bunch of random people who have no clue what they're doing, then I'll be down to go and run some PvP. I don't want to do pubs. I just don't. And then for Path of Exile, I'll play all the way through that thing. Give me the option to play through your story, and I will play through the story and record it. Am I going to record gameplay? Probably not, because, like, I'll never be an expert at that game. There's so much going on that. I would need so much time to learn it. I just want to go through and play casually and enjoy my time, and the graphics and the controls and the scheme and the atmosphere. Like, that's one of those games that let me just kill monsters and log off, because that's a nice chill day for me. That sounds like fun. I have other games that I could devote a lot of time to. Also, here on the 15th, we've got Core Keeper coming out with 1.0. I'm excited to play it all the way through. Core Keeper is one of those games that are kind of like Terraria. Fantastic game. And I want to go through, build myself up, fight all the bosses, go from level 0 to hero, and just enjoy the building and exploration and the randomness of it all. I hear it's also getting Switch and PlayStation releases simultaneously, or Xbox. I think Xbox is getting it too. It seems like one of those games that... Oh, you jerk. It seems like one of those games that would be really good for a Switch. Just very pixel art, fantastic style. The further you are away from pixel art, the better it looks. So, and there's a lot to do in that game. Like, oh, it's a boar. I was wondering what I seen out the corner of my eye. A lot of boar in this region. But yeah, a lot of stuff coming up. And then there's a couple other games that I have my eye on. There's this one, I can't even remember the name of it. But if you've ever played that game like Wobbly Life or Fall Guys, it's kind of characters like that where the character models are all squishy and flop about, and except it's a survival game with some silly mechanics to it. A little bit more casual than I've been playing, but I'm okay with that occasionally. You need a break from all the serious survival games out there. Having something kind of silly that's fun to play with interesting mechanics and a ton of exploration, like that's... I'm in. Count me in. Like, I played that Lightyear Frontier, and that was like... That wasn't even a survival game. I'm okay with some cozy games as long as they've got something interesting about them. I'm hoping that that game gets more to it, but I don't know. It's a very small team of people building that one, so I guess we'll see. Forgot to take out that ladder. I don't want zombies getting any ideas. I'm glad we went back and got that forged steel. That's a lot of forged steel. Doing okay on forged iron. Is my garden full? It is. Alright. What did I need to make that DP? Bam. Sledge. 30 duct tape? Oof. What did I need to make a level 2? Ugh. It's a lot of duct tape. I don't think we... Yeah, we don't have any water. What do I need? Wood. Oh yeah, let's get a couple more forges going. We're gonna need at least 2 more. Cobblestone, duct tape, pipes. Oh, leather. And wood logs. We need 1 for stone and 1 for brass. Do we have more coal? We do. Okay, let's go clear out the bike. Uh-oh. It wasn't the plan. Man, I hate the wood bow. The cloth was my big concern when I was back at my base. Like, cloth is important for a lot of stuff. But, namely, duct tape. Okay. Now we can do the base building. Actually, I don't see any zombies right now. So we might be good to go. We don't want the zombies going up there. We don't want them thinking this is a viable way up. We might as well get the resources from these, since we gotta remove them anyway. Good enough for right now. That's a problem. The audio in this game has gotten so much worse. I hate it. Used to be able to tell the direction things were coming from. Not anymore. I don't know how the audio got significantly worse, but it did. Oh, you know what? Well, not that. That's not what, but that is what happened. Why are you giving me a hard time, game? There you go. No, here. Oh, come on. You know that's not where I was pointing. There we go. Might as well get that repaired. What am I getting stuck on? Stop it. Get rid of the truck. It's just gonna get damaged and exploded. So hungry. Well, we are cooking stuff back at base, so hopefully that's done by the time we get back. Matter of fact, it's gonna eat into our stamina if we don't go eat. Let's get rid of the truck, and then we'll head back. That audio thing is really bugging me. I want to see if we can't fix it. Well, first off, the game's volume is too high. I turned it up mistakenly last time. It's just too high. None of this helps me. The audio issue is on their end. I don't know what they did to the audio in this game, but it's bad now. Like, I used to be able to tell what direction zombies were coming from, and now, like, the audio is tied to the player camera for some reason, and I hate it. There, that should do. There, that shouldn't be tied to anything now. We're not going to get enough out of this. We're just going to chop it. Hey, thanks for the chicken. And your face. I'm out of meat, so that's fantastic. The coyote killed a chicken for me, and I killed the coyote. Perfect. Okay, let's collapse a building, shall we? This will also give us a nice chunk of iron. But it might also call in a screamer. Excellent. Keeping my ears out. Alright, I don't hear a screamer. There we go. Next. The zombies will see this fence and this structure here as being a solid object, and they won't try to go through it. So we gotta take this fence out. Okay, that gets rid of that side. And eventually we'll take this whole tower down too. You know what? Let's see how much of it will come down with just this. I don't want to take these things down because that would be a problem, but if we could disconnect these, that would be great. Yeah, I didn't think that would knock anything down. Okay, so what's connecting it now? This. What the heck is connecting it? Oh, the floor in there is connecting it. Alright, let's take those corners out and then maybe it will collapse. This floor. No? Oh, God. Really? Yeah, we're going. From one of my favorites to one of my least favorites. That's quite a feat. 7 days. It really is. Or we'll just start playing Once Human because I've been enjoying that. So, we are probably just going to call it there with the black screen. So that's great. Hopefully you will all stop back out again on Sunday because we're going to be doing some more Icarus. Monday we'll be back to Once Human. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, stay healthy out there. See you in the next one. Bye everybody.